not attempt these techniques yourself without consulting a professional. On this episode of The Dog Whisperer.
If you get too close to him and he bites hard. He bit my lip, got 2 stitches.
I don't think we should keep him. We could lose everything.
Not many dogs are like lethargic on you. Here he is, 10 months old, and he's ruling my life. Oh, you're breaking my back.
They each have different things that set them off. She's the one that I worry about. She's bit a couple people, drawn blood once with someone, so that's a problem.
No!
When good dogs go bad, there's one man who's their best friend. Cesar Millan.
No dog is too much for me to handle. I rehabilitate dogs, I train people. I am the Dog Whisperer.
This is how Chip likes to sleep.
I think I was in love with Chip the moment I saw him. God, I really wanted to get him. I wasn't sure she wanted him.
I didn't at first, no.
He was a beautiful little dog,
Yeah.
beautiful coloring.
Beautiful markings, yeah.
Anyway, we took Chip home. We were ecstatic.
So were the kids.
When we first got Chip, he was really tiny. He was this little black puppy. He was so cute. I just came home from school. My parents surprised me.
Chip then surprised the whole family.
I think he just started with maybe barking at people, and maybe it was closer to 2 when he started actually being a little more aggressive and nipping, that kind of thing.
Chip has problems with really anyone that he doesn't know, period. Service people, doesn't, you know, the usual.
I'm always nervous around Chip. Chip's bit me a lot. Probably like 50 times he's bitten me. Just like probably yesterday, he probably bit me. I just don't even remember.
If you get too close to him and he bites hard. Yeah, he's gonna break the skin, make you bleed.
Yeah, he draws blood.
I was just gonna pick him up, and his face got too close to mine, and he bit my lip, got 2 stitches right here and right here.
A lot of blood.
Yeah.
A lot of blood. And I couldn't believe it that Chip would actually attack a family member, but he did.
He's so mean. You never know when he's gonna bite you. So you always have to keep your distance. He's unpredictable.
Just our neighbor, Chip.
There was an incident where a neighbor of ours had a baby in a stroller, and he acted like it was a kill or an animal, and he was looking at it like really weird, wild, like he wanted to go over there and get it.
There have been a number of occasions when I've actually said, Lisa, I don't think we should keep him.
Yeah.
I'm worried about the liability here. We could lose everything. My wife has told me on a number of occasions that I go first.
I do love the dog. I have no intention of giving him up. I do love him.
Although pit bulls and Rottweilers have a reputation for vicious behavior, dog behavior expert Cesar Millan often finds that small dogs are some of the most ferocious canines that he encounters.
So he also attacked family members?
He does attack family members. He's the kids mostly. He won't attack us. And especially not me.
He has done that.
He does.
Especially not you.
Yeah, he likes me.
He likes you.
Yes.
He worships her.
So what happened to him when he makes a mistake like that? What's the consequence?
If he does something bad, I'm like, okay, Mom, you need to punish him.
That's right, consequence.
No, he's my sweetheart. I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to yell at him. Always.
When do you guys make a mistake? Or
Oh.
Groundings.
Groundings?
Privileges taken away.
Okay. So the dog doesn't get that?
No.
No.
You know what she always says, my wife? I can hear it now. Chip is the only one in this house that gives me unconditional love.
You really believe that?
No.
But that's what you want to believe.
Yeah, well, I think, yeah.
What would we call that?
Covering up, I guess.
In denial?
Denial, okay.
Unfortunately, being in denial would not allow you to see the reality. One good thing is 3 family members knew that Lisa wasn't practicing the leadership part of it. So when I went to therapy for the first time, I didn't realize that I was doing a lot of this macho behavior. You know, I thought my wife was not cooking or wasn't doing all this because she was lazy and she was this. And so I was seeing nothing but the wrong things. Everything was wrong about her.
Right.
You see what I mean? And then the therapist said, well, you know, you're not wrong about that, but you can also see this. And that's when my light bulb popped in.
Okay.
So,
I am one of the people who was in denial, who it wasn't me who needed to change, you know, who was others who needed to change. I definitely share that side of me because that gives a window to people to see that they're not by themselves.
So in your case, you only see the good things, you don't see the bad things.
You know, I do see the bad things, and I am aware of them. It's just how to take care of the problem.
And I'm going to show you how to discipline your dog.
Okay.
But you have to play the role.
Okay.
You're going to be the coach.
Okay.
And really the homework is going to be laid on your shoulders more right now than for the rest of the family.
Okay.
So here I thought you were going to come and change Chip, but you're going to change us.
Yes.
Well, Chip will behavior will follow.
And then that is the source
Yeah.
of his behavior. You are the role model. You are the source.
Okay. Well, I'm anxious to get started.
I like that word.
Just be as normal as you normally are with him and all that stuff.
First, Caesar wants to see how Chip typically acts at home.
Chip is living in a very small bubble. You know, it's just his house and Lisa. The rest of the family is not even part of his life. So the only person that he doesn't attack is Lisa. But Lisa has created a monster out of Chip.
Okay.
Now, notice what I'm doing right now to block him so he can give me space.
Okay.
This is a challenge, okay? Don't worry about this part. Just from the fact that he's moving away, I'm not hurting him, as you see. I'm just challenging him in his own territory.
Right, right.
This is a consequence. If he misbehaves,
Okay.
this is what's going to happen. So this, me putting my hand right here, close to him, lets him know that I'm not afraid of him.
Right, right.
And then he shows the teeth because this is how he normally make people back away.
Okay.
I'm actually, every time he shows teeth, I move forward.
Coming forward, right.
So we're taking domination away right away.
Okay.
Next, Caesar wants to determine whether Chip can behave when walking next to Sonny, one of the calm, submissive dogs from Caesar's pack.
You have to learn to walk with dogs next to each other in order for him to become pack-oriented. Sonny, sit down.
I wouldn't believe that Chip could have done this in a million years.
Relax. Sorry, that's all right. That's all right.
Without warning, Chip bites Sonny.
Relax there.
Caesar realizes that Chip will not be able to change in just one session.
After meeting with Lisa and Tom, I felt that Chip is lacking on social skills. So he definitely fit the profile of the dogs that have to come to the center to get rehabilitation.
We all want him to be changed. None of us wants the old Chip. He was horrible.
Horrible.
So,
He was
yeah.
horrible, yeah.
7 days later, the family brings Chip for his 2-week stay at Caesar's Dog Psychology Center near downtown Los Angeles.
Let's see Caesar. Hey.
Hey, guys.
Hi.
Welcome
Thank
to my
you.
house.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hopefully your energy stays the same. You guys are very calm right now, so that's really good. That puts you in a good position. Now
There
you're
you
gonna
go.
see how I do it.
Okay.
First, him and I, we're gonna go inside, and then you guys come with me.
Okay, all right.
Because I want you to experience being around the pack.
Okay.
All right. Hey. Move.
Look at him all coming from everywhere. Don't look at him.
Because he doesn't have good social skills. Hey, There.
That's submissive, yeah.
Relax.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, he's trying, yeah. Hates it.
So he gets the maximum consequence because he bit somebody.
Okay.
When he just joined teeth, I'm just giving mild consequence, which is the tug. See
Right,
it?
right,
That's mild consequence.
Okay.
But it is a consequence.
Okay.
Now, because he really touched somebody, he gets the maximum consequence.
And that's that one where you put your
And that's
hand
when you
under
pin
his-
him
okay.
down.
All right.
See it? Now a dog can get near, and he's not launching as much as
okay.
he was earlier. Extremely insecure
Yes.
and aggressive. So he goes from insecurity to
We
full
saw him trying to
aggression.
jump up on
Yes,
you. Yes.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
of course.
As you see, they mean no harm. Even though he attacked,
Uh-huh.
nobody attacked him back.
No.
And that was a pit bull that he bit.
Yeah.
Hey,
The packs are ready for Chip to get some much-needed rehabilitation.
You have our blessing.
Yeah, you've got
Thank
the
you.
blessing now.
okay.
Is he allowed one phone call?
Yes, sir. All right, ready?
All right.
All right, guys.
Okay, thanks, Caesar.
See you later.
I had no hesitation at all leaving Chip with Caesar. I knew he was in good hands. You could just see instantly that Caesar just knows what he's doing with dogs, and he's a natural. He's a natural.
We're gonna see how he does with few dogs. There we go. When you are bringing your dog into your environment, you can't keep your eyes away from him until he totally surrenders. He has not surrendered yet. He's still anxious. Because he has severe anxiety, a treadmill is gonna give me today access to remove some of that anxiety, some of that tension, some of that frustration. I'm not saying the treadmill is gonna cure the problem. I'm just saying it gives you access to remove some of that toxic energy that he's been living with. If we remove some of that energy, he's gonna be able to relax. Come on, come on.
After the treadmill session, Caesar wants to see if Chip's behavior has improved.
There you go. That's what I want. That's all I want. Right now, he is pretty much lost, which is good. This is part of it. It's a whole new world for him. He's moving on, slowly.
For Chip, Caesar's boot camp will mean daily exercise and learning how to get along as a member of the pack.
He's becoming a normal dog, you know. He's moving around the pack. He's not tense around the pack. See, he's in it. He's in the pack. You know, when before he just didn't want nothing to do with any dog in his life. But as you see now, he's doing absolutely great. Come on, Chip. Come on. There you go. Come on. There we go. There we go. Now I can give affection. Now I can celebrate, you know, the way miniature pinchers celebrate, which is a lot of ting, 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 jumping thing. Which, you know, now he's comfortable. Now he's a dog. He's not an issue now. Come on, Chip. That's right. That's my boy. That's my boy, Chip. Let's welcome the family. Hey, family.
Hello.
Come over
Hi,
here. You
how are
remember
you?
the rules, right?
Yes, we do.
What is the rules?
No looking, no touching, no...
No eye contact.
No eye
Good,
contact.
Good, good. So I'm
Yeah.
going to bring your mom first.
Okay. Hey, buddy.
I got it. No?
Oh, I can't.
You made first mistake. This is Lisa's test. She can acknowledge Chip when Chip is jumping in front of her, Most of the time, everybody wants to hug the dog and tell the dog how much they miss him. But now, in boot camp rules, no touch, no talk, no eye contact is going to give access to Lisa to be seen as someone who is a leader. This energy can actually be attacked.
Okay.
So if these dogs were not under control the way they are...
Get my shirt.
There we go. Just don't acknowledge. He's now biting you because he's trying to manipulate, you know, his whole self. The way he's being right now is in an unstable state of mind. Before you came into the picture, he was just like the rest of the pack.
Okay.
But his best for Chip is a leader who loves him very much. Not a lover that doesn't lead him.
Right, okay.
So now we're going to bring the rest of the family, because it makes sense for him to get the family together. Come on, just do exactly what your mom did. Just ignore. Shh. Hey. There we go. Now the whole family's here. Hey. Right, so the next time, I want you to practice that.
Okay.
Just imitate me.
Okay.
Do not think, just react.
Okay.
That's right.
Got it.
That's good.
There.
That's right. She wants to do it for you guys, see it? If you guys don't do it, they're gonna do it.
Oh, isn't that something?
She's ready to go after.
Oh, really? Really?
Yeah, look. I want you guys to experience how dogs do it. They don't agree with instability. Shh.
Up.
Hey.
Get up.
No.
Oh, submissive.
So not just submissive, he's rolling over in front of other dogs.
Oh, yeah, right.
So that makes him less tense from practicing such a vulnerable position.
It's okay to push him through.
That's right.
It's okay to push him through.
Okay.
Next, Lisa has to start acting like Chip's pack leader.
You're doing so good, Chip.
That's really good. He's already pulling. Bring it back, that's right. Stay right there a little longer. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I was talking about.
Good job.
Very good, that's good.
It was weird seeing my mom walking through a pack of dogs, like, in control of them all and in control of Chip. Looks like she's like a new, like, different person because she has so much more dominance over all the dogs.
I think the number one thing I'm going to work on is being more consistent, just being consistent with the disciplining, to continue with these good behaviors.
Very good, that's good. I am absolutely proud of her. I am delighted that she is showing women that they can change relationship with dogs and still being in love with their dog. Right now is what I call complete.
Okay. I never thought I'd have a second chance with him. I am much happier with Chip, and it's going to be more of an incentive to exercise him. We like to walk, and it'll be more exciting now to take him and be proud of it, him too.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, my mom is the new pack leader. She's not the submissive one now, she's now the dominant one.
Keep it up.
Okay, all right, we will. Thank you.
She looked like a pack leader out there, and I'm very proud of my mom for doing this.
It's a new Chip. It's totally different.
Chip feels like he's just so much more in control, and he's just gonna make our lives that much easier and happier. And he seems happier. Looks like a little content dog.
Actress Denise Richards has appeared in more than 20 movies, playing everything from a Starship Trooper to a James Bond girl opposite Pierce Brosnan, and even a femme fatale in Wild Things. But at home, Denise finds herself battling daily with a different group of wild things.
I have Lucy. She's 6 years old. She's a Boston Terrier. And then there's Hank, who's a French Bulldog. And then Betty is our pug. She's bit a couple people coming to my house, and she's drawn blood once with someone, so that's a problem. All three of them can use some training, but she's the one that I worry about with people.
Hank tends to get aggressive with other dogs.
I've tried bringing, different puppies in, and he attacks them and is very territorial.
Hi.
Betty, I say, she's definitely the instigator and gets everyone going, and I want to learn how to get them to listen to me. And when Betty and Lucy get into a fight, I can't break them up. How do I get Betty to not bark? They don't listen at all.
With more than 40 canines living in his dog psychology center, Cesar Millan is well versed in the intricacies of pack behavior.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. Over here, mister.
Basically, the dogs run the house.
Yeah.
They don't listen, and it was my fault. I treated them like kids. You know, they're always on the furniture. They, you know, go where they want to go and that kind of thing. So it's very chaotic.
Yes.
And I would just like to get them to listen.
Well, everything that you're mentioning have to do with territorial or dominance, right?
Right.
So the only way we can get rid of that is if we act dominant or territorial towards them.
I have a dog walker Monday through Friday. When she comes, it's pure chaos, getting them all leashed up.
So even the dog walker can have control of it?
No,
If they can?
no. When
Does
she
that
can get them leashed up,
Right.
and they're fine once they're on their walk,
Right.
but it's getting them ready for
The
it.
beginning of
Yeah.
it. Do they misbehave worse when you're around, or they're
Oh,
the
worse
same?
when I'm around. Because workers will say, when I'm not there, they're fine.
Okay.
Betty especially. They'll say, oh, once you got home, she's now starting to bark at me
That's very
and be a little aggressive.
The root to the problem was that she treated him like a baby, but even baby needs rules, boundaries, and limitations. I know they're little, but they understand. Is it hard for you to be firm?
You know, I'm firm with her when she's going after people because obviously I don't want them to get bit, but she doesn't listen to me.
Yeah, you're firm when they're already doing a bad thing.
Right.
Not before, right?
Right.
So a pack leader doesn't discipline, you know, once they do a bad thing. He disciplines before it
Right.
happens. So it's like the prevention part of things versus just reacting when bad things are happening. You know, so when they're in that state, it's hard for you to block. It's like a bulldozer.
Right.
My suggestion is to really ask your dogs to be more polite about things.
Right.
Yeah. So polite to me in my world. See how she
Yeah.
put the ears back and the brain goes into a different state?
Right.
Right. I wasn't harsh when I was touching her. I was firm.
Right.
And a lot of people, they do what you do.
Right.
You know? Even though the dog is doing a phase that is dominance, they give an affection because the dog is cute, the dog looks beautiful. So they just go into this superficial way of being,
Strong personality.
which they're not paying attention to the internal part of things. The breed. They're strong breeds. That's why it's so important to give them something to do, right? So you do give them something to do, which is a dog walker.
Right.
But they don't know you're paying for it, so they don't relate that. So you're not part of it,
Okay.
right? So if you can't walk the dog, at least you have to practice some kind of discipline with them,
Okay.
which is the part that I want to help you with. Like when I came into your house, I just walk in and
Right.
ignore. But that's something that you have to practice every day. So where can we do? It's like,
Walking in and ignoring them?
yes,
Really?
yes. That makes you a leader.
Really?
Yeah, the other one makes you a follower. Like
I
when-
can't get down and say, hi,
after.
I'm
you can-
home.
But they already know you're home by
Right.
the time they hear the gate and all that stuff. They know who's coming. So if you walk in and ignore, the pack will sense a different energy. So you can't treat them as their name. You have to treat them as the pack. So you have to go back into a primal way of being versus dog lover way of being. They need a pack leader. The pack leader is the force of the pack.
Okay.
Without the pack leader, they're nobody. They're lost. It doesn't matter what you did in the past, you know, even if you did everything wrong with them, you can always start fresh.
So even at their age, they're trainable.
You're not dealing with human. Any animal has the capability to move on faster than human. So that's the good news. The bad news is you have a lot of work to do.
When I got Betty, Hank attacked her every single day, and every time she would eat, he's just really aggressive with
So
the
we
dogs.
have to be focused on him more
Yeah.
than the rest.
Yeah.
Caesar believes that to fix any problem within a pack, you first need to zero in on the pack member that's creating the issue.
Once you live with a pack of dogs, you know what triggers the dog. What you need to learn is not to address everybody, just to address the stronger source. That is the key to control a pack. You don't talk to all of them. You talk to the pack leader.
To help Caesar assess the severity of Denise's situation,
Okay.
he brings in Sonny, a golden retriever, and normally one of the calm, submissive members of his pack.
Hank, Sonny's here.
Yeah.
Hank, look who's here. Sonny's here.
Now, it's important that the new dog shows the highest level of respect to the pack.
And is Sonny a girl or a boy?
It's a boy.
A boy.
So the
if-
girls already agree with him, as you see. But see, it's important that the new dog, there he goes. Look how he's coming. I should. Lock. Now the reason why I'm blocking him is because the way he's approaching, he came in a charging mode. There we go. This is better.
Even though his hair's standing up?
He's unsure. He's ready to strike. Hold on. Hey. Hey. He's ready to strike, so typical. I wanted to see how Sonny behaved without the leash. I should.
Hi, Sonny.
Hey, Sonny.
Uh-oh. See, this is going to go bad
that's
quickly.
So the girls went after him.
You want me to grab one of them?
No, that's fine. Sonny, relax. Relax. Hey. So Sonny created an attack mode because he became excited. And my other hand, I kept Hank because Hank was in a tense, dominant state. And tension and dominance equals a fight. Relax. He was ready to strike. He was right next to Sonny, ready for him to make a move. So he sent the signal to the rest of them,
Okay.
what are we gonna do to this dog?
Okay.
So when this dog moved, the girls were ready. See, they don't say, look, I'm gonna attack him, okay? They're not. It's
Right.
all silence. So a lot of people don't see this. They
Okay.
see the aftermath. They see the, that's what they see. Let me just put a leash on this guy. One of the things that I needed for Denise to observe is the becoming panic or frantic about controlling situation is not the key. So if you become, chaotic about what is
Right.
happening, you're not gonna stop the problem.
Okay.
So we went after who was creating the problem, and it was Sonny. See, because we're controlling his energy, they're stopping. That's how the ripple effect worked, because I control the source. This is actually an activity for them. It's a psychological activity, where the human is making things happen just because he wants to. Right? So I'm bringing a dog home. Why? Because I want to. Simple
Right.
as that. So that makes you the dominant one, right? When you
Right.
when you do things your way, you dominated the situation.
Okay.
See, this is normal. This is ideal. She was attacking him earlier, and now she's smelling him. They don't keep anything like, oh, I
They don't
attacked
hold
you.
a
now.
grudge.
Yeah, they don't hold a grudge. Yeah, they don't. Hey.
Since Betty tries to bite people when they leave, Caesar and several crew members help put Betty and Denise to the test.
All right, I'm gonna walk back, and I want to see you addressing yourself to her. There you go, right there.
Hey.
Nice. Now, one thing you can do is you can grab here and sit the budget. Right? So that is another option you have.
Okay.
Which it only accelerates or creates a higher level of surrendering. Like the emperor. Remember how
Okay.
everybody goes like
Right.
that? Well, that's just showing
Okay.
how powerful the emperor is and how submissive the people were.
Okay.
Well, in the dog world, when they come to pack leader, they do that to him or to her. They never say, good girl.
Really?
Okay? In the dog training world, they use good girl for everything.
Everything in treats.
Yes. But that's not dog psychology. That's human psychology
Okay.
applied on a dog. How's it feel?
It feels good. This is a lot of information. I'm glad we're taping it.
Just 1 hour earlier, Denise had no control over the rowdy behavior of her 3 dogs.
That's right.
That.
Because she's stalking
that,
her,
exactly,
but she's not barking
exactly.
yet.
There you go. That
Okay.
is dog psychology.
Okay.
Okay, Rojo. Oh, can you do it again? Something about Rojo and her.
He looks like our pool guy.
There you go, go. You got it. Let's do some Weight Watchers. You have to press.
Very good. Oh, look at Hank on the treadmill. I can't believe it. I am so impressed. They don't even know him. And he was right away able to take charge and have them listen to him.
Even though we're dealing with an actress, I didn't ask her to act. I asked her to be.
Good.
Because it was not about acting. It was really about being somebody, being that energy that your dogs need you to be.
Nicely done.
I'm so excited, and I learned a lot from our session. I'm so affectionate with them and very loving, and just shifting my thinking is going to be a bit tricky for me. It's very chaotic in my house, so it'll be nice to have some control over them.
Thank you so much. So if you use what you learned today, you're going to see a whole different reaction because you saw it today.
Okay, yeah.
Nice, right here. You have a pack.
I had a Basset Hound by the name of Luke, who I had for 13 years, who I loved. He was like, honestly, a person in our home. Actually, Leo is pretty much a clone of Luke. Luke became the king of the house, but when he was young like this, my kids were around, so the time spent wasn't catering to a puppy. It was catering to my children and making them very independent and very responsible, which I haven't seemed to be able to do with a puppy. So in 10 months, I've created this monster. Not many dogs are like lethargic on you. Come on, Leo. Bye-bye, Leo.
When Leo doesn't want to do something, he makes Linda's life a real drag.
Come on, Leo. Bye-bye, Leo. Come on, let's go. Leo never listens to me unless it's regarding going to see Pete.
Just the sound of the word Pete, and lethargic Leo turns all too perky, over-anxious for a romp with the Labrador down the street.
Come on. Oh, Leo, where's Pete?
Oh, yeah, Pete. Hi, Leo.
When we work, we switch off and have play dates with each other's dogs so that we don't have to be guilt-ridden while we're away for the day. I have started to use Pete as my trigger so that if I need him to come or to go into another room, I will say, let's go find Pete. And he will normally jump up, but then I get the guilt trip of if I don't pick him up and take him out to see Pete, then I feel like, oh my gosh, I don't want him to think I'm lying to him. Once we turn the corner to come down to our house, he's rebelling. He's not through playing. He doesn't want to come home. He knows it's probably time for me to shower and get ready. Come on. Here he is, 10 months old, and he's ruling my life. Oh, you're breaking my back. I am so committed to having a dog that lives in my house versus me living in his house. I've always spoiled my dogs rotten.
Okay.
I mean, so rotten that most people tell me that when they come back in their next life, they want to be one of my dogs.
Okay.
I used to run a warehouse with 130 employees, and now I have a 10-month-old Basset Hound who basically is doing that to me because I can't come home and tell him what to do.
Right, right. So you're already seeing that part.
Yes.
All right. So what do you want to accomplish besides him listening to you? In what areas he doesn't listen to you?
Totally. He never listens to me. It's insane because now I don't know how to break what I've been doing in order to make him second and me first.
That's right.
So that when I want to go out, I don't have to run around the neighborhood looking for play dates for him so that I know he's not sitting and moping in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Even during the morning when I start blowing my hair dry to go out for the day, he will actually lay on my bed sulking with his eyes just watching me. He won't move his body or his face. It breaks my heart. And then I've got to scoop him up, carry him down the stairs, and carry him to his bed and lay him down. And it's getting tough because I'm sure he weighs over 50 pounds.
And it's going to get heavier and heavier.
Yes. He has no idea how a real dog lives. I've often threatened him to take him over to the animal shelter and let him spend the night so that he'd get a taste of how real dogs live, and then he could come back and behave himself.
You know, that's a beautiful thing, to have conversations with dogs, but they don't get it.
I do.
Yeah, but it's all going in your mind, and you talk to him and you answer to yourself.
Oh, I do.
Yeah. So he's manipulating you, and of course, right?
Completely.
Right. And those eyes are following you back and forth. Your interpretation is
oh.
Yes, mommy's leaving and all that stuff. That is created only in the human mind. That's the part that you have to understand. You have to see two worlds, the animal world and the human world.
Right.
It's an agreement that you have to do with yourself that it's okay to see Leo as animal, dog, breed, name. Not just name, basset hound, human.
Right.
Right? So
Child.
Child, yeah. My clients don't see animal in their dogs. They see human. And this is why they can make their animal do things for them, even though they spoil them. So as you see spoiling a dog, it doesn't equal control, or it doesn't equal human in control. So they don't know that you're suffering from, oh my God, how I feel bad. They don't know. Otherwise, he would have changed his state of mind long time ago by being emotional towards your feelings. But he's not being emotional towards your feelings. So it's not that you're not familiar being the pack leader. It's just in your now life, the kids are gone, by yourself. So he's like the perfect solution to fulfill that side of you.
Right.
To fulfill that empty space.
Correct.
That's right.
He does.
So the psychology that you follow before with your employees and with your children and with your past life is what you have to bring back.
And just be more of the animal, have that instinct to get more direct with him in telling him what I want him to do.
Let's practice this
Good.
since you're in the zone right now.
All right.
First, Linda shows Caesar how her life has become a daily drag.
Or normally at this point, I'm going to come in and I'm going to pick him up, carry him into the kitchen, lay him in his bed, put the gate up with, of course, the chair so that I can leave.
Right.
Next, it's Caesar's turn to demonstrate how to get Leo to move.
So stop him, turn him around, just lead him to it. This is what we want. See, tail is straight.
I'm only laughing because you make it look so simple.
Well, see, it's the power of the intention.
Right.
It's what intention is in you that is telling them what you want. The other way is you're doing their whole thing.
Okay.
But if we keep carrying him and carrying him and carrying him, we are conditioning him that that's the only way he comes into the kitchen, and because he's coming against his will, it becomes a negative place to be.
Come on. In your bed. Good boy. Well.
Does it feel bad?
No, it feels great. I didn't have to carry him, number one. But number two, that he's listening to me.
That's right.
Now that he's shown Linda how to perk Leo up, Caesar instructs her on the crucial basics of mastering the walk.
But one thing that I can't allow is when I go through that door that he is in front of me first.
Oh.
That's how you become the leader of that activity. So if you hold in the leash, but you coming out of that door last, you are following him.
I see.
Human first, dog next to the human.
Next, Caesar introduces Leo to his two calm, submissive dogs, Luigi and Coco.
See how they're checking out each other? They're smelling. See how the Chihuahua is already sensing that he's way too excited in front of him? That's what he's staying away. So he's already keeping distance because he doesn't like the energy of Leo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, too excited. So me as the handler, I have to make sure Leo calms down before he meets the Chihuahua.
I see.
For the short walk to the park, Caesar lets Luigi and Coco off-leash to show Linda how to handle potential distractions.
So it can be 100 dogs, 300 elephants, 500 camels, and you have to be able to ask Leo not to get into it yet, on your terms. So right now, we are not allowing him to go and smell the Chihuahua, even though that's what he wants to do. And the whole point is for you to learn to control when the brain gets excited. Everybody is gonna stay, shh. Hey. The moment they pass the line, shh. That's right. You stop the brain from moving forward.
And is it shh, just what you've chosen to use?
It's the sound that I chose to use because my mom, that's what she did when I was little. Hey, shh.
Oh, I know
So
that.
I'm with a familiar, I'm using a familiar sound they make me calm, submissive to my mom.
I see.
If I would have used the sound that my dad used, hey! See, so that's way too loud, aggressive.
Yeah.
What kind of sound do you use with your kids?
My whistle.
Okay. Here we have a woman who has a lot of wisdom about being the dominant one or being the boss. She was a great pack leader to her kids. She can actually whistle really loud.
Leo!
That's how powerful she is. She has good skills. All those are skills of leader. Okay, so try to do the whistle from here.
Okay.
So we're much closer.
Leo! Come here! Come here!
So, okay, so once he looks at you, then we're gonna move in an assertive manner. See, I want this. I want him to see me coming.
Leo.
Then I'm going to guide him. I'm just holding the skin. I'm not hurting him. We're using what we have. If we don't have a leash, this is how we're gonna...
Come on, Leo.
Come on. Leo. All right, so the reason why I'm whistling right now is because he's moving forward, so I want him to realize that moving forward means whistle.
Okay.
Right, so you use the whistle, nothing happened, don't use it anymore. You have to go and make it happen.
As part of Caesar's prescription for success, Linda must have consistent rules when at the park.
He has to learn to do this activity. After he practices this for 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever you choose, you give him the freedom. Then you gave him 10, 15 minutes of that, and then you bring him back to this position. This way you create an on and off switch.
I see.
Otherwise, this represents on switch, no off.
Right.
He already practiced calm submission, so it's a good time for him to practice this kind of activity. There's nothing wrong with it. We're just going to time it. We're gonna do the same amount we did over there. We're gonna do this amount over here. So it's 50-50. You have to also do that work at home. Parenting begins at home, not in the outside world.
I went from being a full-time mom to home alone. So I have taken that and put it on Leo as my new baby, but Leo's a dog, they're adults. This is like incredible.
Right. It's flowing. It's flowing with you because you're not given an inch for him to control. This case was actually a very easy case for me. Linda's a bright person. It didn't take a lot for her to understand that the energy that she was projecting internally was the message that she was sending to Leo. You can't hide your feelings in front of animals. They know exactly how you feel inside.
What he did with me for the day was put me back in the situation as though my kids were young, and it's really exactly how I raised and took care of them. I am the person in control. Leo's not in control.
What I became, it was just a voice to reassure her that what she did before, it was the right thing. She just have to make sure she do it in the year 2005 with Leo.
Thank you so much.
My
it was
pleasure.
such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you. Thank you, my friend. Good. Bye-bye now. I am happy to report that Lisa, Denise, and Linda have made great progress with their dogs. Aren't you happy too, Nelly?
Okay.
Chip's behavior is much better, but more importantly, Lisa is not letting him get away with bad behavior anymore. Good for you, Lisa. Denise says that Lucy, Hank, and Betty are more calm, submissive now because she's been more consistent with rules, boundaries, and limitations. Best of all, Leo is no longer being dragged on his walks because Linda is now the boss. Until next time, remember to be your dog's pack leader.